Behind every can of Swedish snus is a story, one that begins with a single tobacco seed. This is that story from seed to can. Let's start with a tobacco plant. Did you know that as little as 3 grams of tobacco seed can spread to the size of a football field? Today there are thousands of tobacco varieties grown in more than 130 nations around the globe. We at Swedish Match buy only the best tobacco from about a dozen of those countries for our snus. What is snus, you ask? It's a word some of you may not be familiar with, probably because it's very Scandinavian, very Swedish. Snus as we know it today became mainstream about 200 years ago when many stopped sniffing snuff, as they used to do in the earlier days, and started to put a pinch under the lip instead. Swedish snus manufacturing had its big breakthrough in 1822. The man known as the father of snus, Jacob Friedrich Ljunglöf, revolutionized the process with his #1 or etan blend. J.A. Boman, the man behind General, also turned his brand into a household name. By 1915, Sweden had formed a tobacco monopoly, which eventually became Swedish Match, home to both etan and General brands associated with premium quality. Just like snus itself has a history, so does its packaging, which has come in many shapes and sizes through the years. But in 1968, Swedish Match debuted the round can, which remains the standard today. The tobacco used in our snus is air-cured only. Samples are tested and analyzed during this curing process. Anything that doesn't meet our standards doesn't make it out of the barn. In producing the snus, we use tobacco, water, salt, and food-approved additives only, as snus is regulated as a food substance in Sweden. Swedish Match customers can be guaranteed a product that is strictly controlled. We have our very own quality standard, Gotiatech, a result of decades of research and development. It's what makes Swedish Match snus unique in comparison with other smoke-free alternatives. We will always work at improving our processes, from seed to can. One thing will never change: premium quality based on a 200-year-old Swedish tradition.